So, met love, like married to medicine starter. That's Simone, and has had a little a disagreement, and she's ready for divorce. No, 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 no. And I'm good for trying to keep the families together. I feel like you've been together for 30 years and you're going into retirement soon. You might as well just stay together. You got kids. I don't even want to separate when you get the kids because you're like, I want to be free. I want to do this. You can be all that in a marriage. You know, a marriage, if you feel like letting it go, just let it be a business arrangement. Because guess what? At the end of the day, your house is almost paid for, off, or if not paid off. You don't have no bills. The money you have can be put together for one agreement opposed to several. Like, if it comes a point like you just want to have some time and take a trip by yourself, take a trip by yourself. Just tell your spouse that you don't have to separate. Because sometimes I feel like we all need that time. I'm not saying we need it all the time, but sometimes we just don't want to be up underneath somebody all the time. And I can say that because I'm single. Not because I can't be married again. Okay, it's okay. I guess I should talk about me. I've been married before to the wrong people because I was just doing something. So I just vowed to myself that this time I'm just gonna make sure I'm with the person I want to be with, because if you're not with the person you want to be with, then it's not gonna work. But obviously, if you've been with it for like more than 10 years, I feel like, or 5 years, I feel like that's kind of like the person you want to be with if you can get past it to like 8 years and plus or whatever. So let's see. Here she is talking to her son. She did have like a little explosive moment with her son. I'm gonna try to find it a little bit later. But I think you all seen it. Look into it.
But go ahead. You
Go
think
ahead.
what, baby?
I was gonna say I don't necessarily care what her perceptions, but even my I think my mom's perception is a little wrong of how much me and my brother appreciate what my mom and my dad have done for us. I do like. Let me say that already, because you don't really hear that a lot. Me and my
I don't
brother,
hear it a lot.
me and my no, I was saying you don't hear it a lot. I think you hear it a good amount of times, but I'm not saying
Do I?
you've heard a handful of times for sure.
I have.
Um, but the people, me and my brother are very appreciative, and we're very understanding. I mean, I guess I'm not gonna speak for Miles on here, but I would. I am very aware of the situation that I'm in, guys. Like, I am very aware that I'm blessed. I'm very aware that I don't deal with a lot of problems that some people my age deal with.
You see what, I like this. I like that they're having a conversation. I feel like that's exactly what I was gonna say. Like, you can't really just blow up and not like give context, if that makes sense. It's like it's okay to be upset. It's okay to be mad. But like, if you don't want, you be like, I don't want to give you my money, and you're the parent. Like, these kids didn't ask to be here. Not saying you got to take care of them forever, but it's just like, you don't want to give me your money. Why? Did I do something wrong? Or you wanted to show me that I need to start saving? Like, let's have some context behind it. Like, even if it's like, I'm not gonna give you all my money, but what I can give you is maybe 10,000 or 15,000 or something, or show you how to go find, apply for loans, or show you how to apply for scholarships, put you in position to win, whether it's going to the military, and the military, will pay for everything. It's just like, or giving you a trade, helping you get there. Because these kids at that age, they don't know too much. And I feel like Simone kind of has in her head sometimes that Cecil is not really have her back, because she pretty much said, like, I feel like I'm by myself. And if you already feel like you're by yourself, then that's how you're going to feel. It's not really much that a person can tell you. But she was basically saying she'd feel unvalued, and her son here let her know, like, you probably don't hear it much from me, but you are valued. And one thing you have to understand, it's not even about them. And I am Team Simone on this. but I'm just speaking. It's not really about them double teaming on you. It's more so about men think differently than women. They just do. You can't force a man to be a woman. You can't force a woman to be a man. So if they're teaming up against you, it's probably just because they have a similar brain capacity, you know. And I feel like she is more the breadwinner, so she gets to. I don't even know what Cecil does. That's the crazy part because I haven't been in the loop, but I know he does something. But so forgive me, but I feel like she should have more of a say because I feel like she's more of a breadwinner, and if she's not, then I'm just gonna eat my words. But Cecil, I'm just saying anybody, somebody volunteering your funds to somebody else without you volunteering them is annoying. It don't matter if that's your husband, your friend, and I can see why someone would be upset if that's the case. If Cecil's out here like just pay them, we got the money, like it's not, or it's in their savings or whatever. That's cool, but it's like let Simone do with what her money, what she wants to do, what she chooses to do. It's her money. Now, Cecil wants to come out of his pocket and do that or whatever for himself. That's fine. If they decide of a percentage they want to give to each child, something is better than nothing. Now, just saying nothing is just nothing. But if you say, okay, I only give you 10, or that's better than nothing. And the crazy thing is, the economy is so crazy that these kids probably do feel like they really just need help because I mean when I got to school the way the price is up so high it was just crazy. I can't wait for the day where they make college affordable for everybody just like in some countries. So it's because it's ridiculous. And I just feel like he just was telling his mom, I just want to have my back. But even if it's like four a little bit, I get it. Or if you're not going to give them the money, just help them find a way. In a conversation like this, I feel it's better than no conversation because when you have no conversation, that leaves room to interpret your meaning behind why. And they're going to think, like, oh, she never liked me, or oh, she thinks I'm a failure because she think I'm on you. So a simple conversation can let you know. And so I'm just so glad they are here. Because, like I said, we're here to try to save the marriages.
I'm very aware of that. But the thing that people don't understand is like I've worked a job since I was in high school playing basketball. I had a job before my mom told me to get a job, right? So like it's not like I never have the thought of doing things for myself and I just want to live off my mom forever. That's never been my thoughts. Me personally, I want to be very rich.
And I'm curious to know how they got to this point. It's like, um, they're all like talking for the world. I don't know if it was Cecil's idea, if it was the children's idea, if it's Simone's idea. Like, I'm just curious to know who set this up. And where's the other son at? Is he? But that's good. He don't want to. Even if you set up a payback system, or like be like kids when you get rich or you get wealthy, I want you to buy me this, depending on what degree they're planning on going into or want to go into or whatever. Buy me this, buy me. It's as a thank you gift or anything, Because at the end of the day, I don't feel like you've grown and ready to like be here on your own to like really after 24, and even then, And obviously, Simone had to get it out the mud. You just can tell because she is not playing around about her money. And I know I had a person I knew once who was so similar. Like they literally had money. What's that people I know that had money, but they're like they really you wouldn't even think they had money because of how they do stuff. And it's just like, but guess what? That's what they say. That's how you get money. You don't just spend it. So
Um in that moment what I was saying was basically
And I be spending, so Simone, fix your face. Fix your face, Simone. Be open, because you already came on a call, so you might as well be open, dear.
help me out. I'm not asking you to pay everything, but pay some of it. You can pay some of it. Um, and I took what she was saying as she was
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm ready to wind it back. Why is Cecil laughing? When he said you can pay it, pay some of it. You can pay it. How do you know what she can pay? Are you in her pocketbook? You and Cecil be pocket watching what? How does he know? Cecil's a culprit for sure. But at the end of the day, most men are more stingier with their money, I feel, than women. I feel. So if a man is willing to spend money, I feel like it's okay. And I do feel like you should let the man lead majority of the time, if not all the time. If that's the leader that you marry, if you can do that, hopefully you can do that.
wasn't gonna pay anything, and we've had conversations about it, and she said she will pay some of it. So we'll just chop that whole big argument up to a miscommunication. We could just leave it at
To a
that.
little baby and his feelings is what we're gonna
And
chop it
I'm
up.
and I'm also gonna get this one off just
Okay, but like, okay, let's dissect this. Simone seems to be in her house. Cecil, apparently, they really think about this divorce because I don't know if it's the house because I feel like it could be a house. If it is the house, I guess they would have to be in different rooms, but you also can be in the same room. But I guess like if y'all heated, it's probably is best that you be in your own room. So they could be in the same house, they could be in different houses. Who knows?
because to be funny. Someone commented on my post talking about, or on me and my mom. Hey, Dad, I gotta get this one off. Someone commented on my post talking about, I love how you stood strong, Simone, which we do love. I'm not saying we don't love that. We love that. You were
Yeah, we do. Because if you don't want to do something, you shouldn't.
good there. But then she said, I paid for my daughter's undergrad and she paid for the rest. My next question would just be like, if you are going to comment that, do you have a million? Like, uh like if we gonna play the compare game, do you have a million? I'm just
The only
curious.
thing
No,
that I'm going to say to you, Michael, is that at this age, at this time in my life, I do not have a fully funded retirement account.
no, for sure.
And
No,
if I were not helping to support you and your brother,
hey, hey,
you all are doing your
hey,
part now. You're
hey,
doing your part now. But if
hey.
I didn't have any children to help support through anything, do you understand that I could go ahead and go home now? Now, I might have to
Let her talk. You asking somebody for money, but you ain't listening to them. Come on now, bro.
put down Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Dior. I might have to stop shopping. However, I could live comfortably and not have to work at all
If wait, if what?
if I weren't still supporting, helping to support you and your brother. Do you
Mm,
understand that?
yeah, that's facts. Fair, but like,
I get that. I feel like that's why she would be mad because, like I said, where the company is, it's basically like you have to like set up some kind of retirement because you see now, even with elderly that you see like now, they be on like on a fixed income, a fixed budget, and it's kind of sad sometimes because it's just like they literally be just trying to survive, and it's just like you don't want to be that. You can't go from riches to just trying to survive, but at the same time, they still your kids. But you don't have to give them all of your stuff, but some change is better than nothing if you can.
Okay. I mean, all that. I'm sorry.
My mama couldn't. That's okay. I just took out loans and scholarships and grants, whatever I had to do.
Uh-oh.
Actually, go ahead, Dad. Get at me.
Well, so first off,
Get at me though.
yeah, no, but first off, before I get at you, what's happening to everybody?
Here's
And I'm laughing. People are saying, why am I laughing? I'm laughing at the comments. Um,
Okay, thank you for that clarification. And see, Simone, you don't need to have a divorce because you see how your face lit up when he started when he started talking, because it wasn't that much lit up for me. You know what I'm saying? It's just like he just talking. But if you gonna light up like that, girl, you still in love. Stop it. I feel like Simone is probably like some women get where you really don't sometimes feel appreciated. You doing the working, you cleaning, you cooking. If you at the age now, talk to your man about it and tell him what you want and will not do. Like, if you only want to cook once a week, just cook once a week. You want to cook and hire a maid, whatever. That's where conversations come in. You know what I'm saying? If you gotta take a trip by yourself, do that. Cause they're about to be empty nesters, apparently. So yeah, that's another moment of concern because now we can't say we're together for the kids. It's either we're together because we care about each other and love each other, or we're not. And I feel like Cecil does care because he bit his tongue. He knows how to bite his tongue when he sees that Simone needs her time or a moment, and so forth. And she obviously still likes him the way she lightened up just because he said, hey, you know what I'm saying? Because what? You know, he ain't no hurt looking dude, but it's just like, why are we smiling that hard? You know what I'm saying? You ain't that bad because she was all frowned up before that. So, girl, chill. It just like y'all conversate now. You can have a conversation when y'all become empty nesters or before y'all become empty nesters about how the new house is going to look, since y'all don't have people that looking up to you and monitoring everything you do. You can live for yourself now, you know. And how does that look for you? Does it look like a career change? Does it look like we have date nights again? Does it look like we have scheduled intimacy times? Like, what that looks like for you? Y'all need to really just write it down, think about it, and then come together and just talk. Just like, you have your time, he has his time, and then y'all go from there. The kids don't need to be involved. They don't need to be in it. It's just something y'all need to do. And talk about retirement. Talk about whatever plans, goals, because obviously they done changed over the years. But don't be like, "Are we done?" Just because the kids at the house.
because I, I don't really watch reality TV anymore because most of the shows they don't have the husbands on anymore. But I used to watch the reality TV when the husbands were back on, and I kind of feel I kind of for the people who watch Bravo, I kind of feel like Camille Grammer tonight watching the show.
And him talking about husbands let you know that he still wants to be a husband. And surprisingly enough, a lot of men would never be the one to divorce their wives. It will always be the wife. And I just feel like she just has some more communication to do. But you done dealt with this man for years. I'm sure he'll be willing to listen to what you got to say. You know what I'm saying? Because I have met people that communication is the way that they end up being out the door. So if you done lasted with a person for 20 plus years, I'm sure y'all can have a whole nother conversation and work that thing out. But that's all. I'm not gonna watch this whole live with y'all. Y'all can check it out. My main thing was to give these two people hope and encouragement, because marriage is a lot. It can be a lot. And I feel like one of the reasons, not saying all the reasons, and I think men need to understand this, sometimes women just get like burnt out. Not only do we get burnt out, I'm not saying this is Simone case, I'm just saying, and they just rather be single. Not just burned out from the cooking to the cleaning to the working to take care of the kids, even to sometimes the bedroom activities. Sometimes just be like, dang, just go get somebody else to do it. which, which should be an indicator of that, like, sometimes your spouse could be on a different drive than you are, and you have to just be open if he's willing to go try to do it somewhere else. I'm just saying. Or into other things to help him get to that point. If you're not, because it's so crazy. I never thought that I'd be at this, excuse me, point to where I could care less about that. If it's not with somebody I'm bonding with, or it's, something special going on, like, I don't even think about it. And it's crazy, but I've used to not be like that. So over time, people's even intimacy level can change. It don't mean that they dislike you. It don't mean that you're ugly. It just means that I have other things I'd rather be doing right now. Or maybe we need to spice it up. Or maybe we need to go to counseling, or maybe take classes. I'm not saying that's her thing. But what I am saying is a simple conversation can definitely keep this together, if you ask me. Because, baby, ain't nothing else in these streets. And then you get a certain age, and then you like, oh, I wish I could have somebody to go here with. I wish I had somebody to go here with. All I have is myself. And you get older and older, bones getting weaker and weaker, and prices getting higher and higher, or hopefully not soon. Hopefully they'll be coming down. But you get the idea. You know what I'm talking about. Now let me know what you're talking about down below.